importantly tonight, I am the chair of Civic Action. Welcome to Metro Next. It is a new event for Civic Action, and it's about recognizing the accomplishments and the efforts of civic-minded individuals, particularly the group of younger emerging leaders that are so important and making a difference in the Greater Toronto and Hamilton area today. Tonight, we're also going to recognize some established leaders who have made a big difference, made sure that we do things better, also made us think bigger. Years, we've been working to cultivate those emerging leaders through a combination of things. One is our Emerging Leaders Network, now 900 strong, 900 people spread across our region who are making a difference today. Also through our Diversity Fellows, which as Seb, my colleague and our CEO, calls it our Civic MBA, which provides 25 young people with an opportunity each year to get 100 hours of really practical training around effective civic engagement.
We have 6,000 team members in Toronto, Mississauga, Markham, Scarborough that call TELUS their home, and we've come a long way. We're now the second largest telecoms company in the country. We've had some great success along the way and some great support from this community. And if I look back at our success, I would say to you that often corporations measure success in terms of financial performance and shareholder return, or being #1 in customer service, things like that we hold near and dear. I think the most important measure of success is not on the balance sheet. The most important driver, the most important asset is our culture and our people. And we believe that fundamentally at TELUS. We believe it has been the most important driver of who we are. And that leadership capital has been the foundation of everything we've accomplished. And the leadership capital is something that we work very hard on. The TELUS organization measures engagement each and every year, and this year we're proud to say that our engagement hit an all-time record high of 85%. 85% puts us at #1 in terms of engagement globally for any company of our size and composition. And at that heart is the reason why we believe we've had sustainable competitive advantage. I think the same can be applied to cities and communities. The people within our organization really believe in commitment to each other, commitment to our customers, and commitment to our communities.
People, I'll say of my own age and people who are my own age and up from there, develop that almost inescapable human habit of deciding that anybody who's much younger is not ready yet to really take on positions of leadership. I mean, how could they possibly be ready to have all the wisdom and the ability to make big decisions? And that's a big mistake. You are cutting yourself out from some of the most energetic, innovative, out-of-the-box thinking of all, and people who are ready to take on positions of leadership. And so it has taught me, from our experience with the Emerging Leaders Network and so on, that it is the generation of people largely represented in this room that really represent the future of this great city and should be involved and must be involved in making the decisions as to how to shape the future of the city region, because they do bring a different perspective. They do bring more courage when it comes to thinking differently and so on. For being what it is, which is a force for good, a force for civic engagement, a force for collaboration, and ultimately a great force for city building. Thanks very much.
Is called the Emerging Leaders Award. And this goes to a leader who has shown active leadership in a project. We sometimes say we're civic action, we're not civic chit-chat. So as much as we enjoy the conversations about the civic space, we are addicted to seeing what comes out on the other side. And the emerging leader who is deserving of this award is Andrew Graham. Andrew, can you come forward, please? Let me tell you a little bit about Andrew. Andrew's been involved with the Civic Action Emerging Leaders Network since 2008. He's the co-founder with Eva Wong-Scanlon, who's also here this evening, of Toronto Homecoming. How great is this? Expats, Canadians, Torontonians living abroad, super smart, London, New York, Miami. Bring them home. Bring that talent back to Toronto. This guy and Eva helped to create Toronto Homecoming. It has now been incubated in the Toronto Region Board of Trade, and it's bringing home Canadians and superstar talent every year in record numbers. He also stepped up as the 2010 co-chair for ELN Studio and Action Pack Day for our rising leaders, and was the co-chair of the Emerging Leaders Network from 2011 to 2013. You would think he's all civic action all the time, but he's not. He's also on the boards of Evergreen, the Banff Centre, and the Canadian Club of Toronto. He is a superstar, and he's now the CEO of his own company, Borrow Well, that continues to be a role model for entrepreneurial spirit in our city and region. Andrew, congratulations, and all of you help me join him in the Achievement Award for the Civic Action family. And this is an award that is about the history of civic engagement and a commitment to make the GTHA a better place to live and work. And for us, the spirit of this award is personified in the Honourable Mr. David Crombie. For strong neighborhoods and helping to improve Toronto's social systems for decades. He's worn many hats during his distinguished career. He's been Mayor of Toronto, he's been a Member of Parliament, he's been a federal member of the Cabinet and Chancellor of Ryerson University. Somehow, being the superhuman that he is, David also found time to contribute to countless organizations, including Civic Action. And so in addition to his Order of Canada, his Order of Ontario, he is now the inaugural recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lockett. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm sorry, Your Worship. And Your Worship. Mayor Tory has a nice sound. Mayor Crombie has a nice sound. So let me first of all thank Civic Action for the honor. So I was just standing beside Enid Slack at the back, and Enid and I have been through the iteration of this organization for some time. And I was turning to her to say, boy, it's great they got Siobhan. And she says to me, you know, it's really great they got Siobhan. And I mention it because the organization is required to bring together lots and lots of people. But it's always required, as all good organizations do, really good leadership.
To wrap up the formal part of the program, thank you all for your time and attention. Thank you very much for your passion for this region, for this city. It is so, so important in the future. You've heard that here tonight. I hope you'll take that with you. I know you will. Look, the 28th, April 28th date, very big day in the future of this region when Civic Action will have its first summit, so please mark that in your calendar. Please enjoy the evening. I look forward to chatting with all of you, and thank you very much.